Hi guys. Ooh. Hey everyone, it's Bebe here, and I am waiting for Dr. Naziri to come on, and he is an incredible. Hi everyone. This is my filter for today. Hey everybody, so Dr. Naziri, who has worked with, everybody, Katy Perry, Ariana Grande, Meghan Trainor, Rihanna, he's gonna come on right now, and he's gonna debunk a whole bunch of things that he said he's been hearing on the internet and has been seeing that has been complete bullshit. So I'm gonna have him on here. He's incredible. He works with his wife, Beta, who's awesome, and we're gonna have him on right now. And I was speaking to him last night, and he was telling me about the whole like gargling with salt water and vinegar is BS. So I'm gonna call him right now, and then we're gonna talk. So let's do this. All right. Let's wait for Dr. Naziri.
Yep.
Hi, Dr. Naziri.
Good morning, Bebe. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
We've had a busy morning going through everybody who's worried about coronavirus and everything else. How are you holding up? So.
Good. Are you in the office?
Yeah, we're practicing social distancing. Yes, I'm in my office here. You've been here many times, right? We have the fun room.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold on, Dr. Naziri. I'm gonna go inside. I'm sitting outside of my porch, but let me go inside. Give me a second. Can you bring it back? I'm gonna go inside and then, yeah. Hold on, Dr. Naziri. I had to like sit outside for a second. I was losing my mind. So you were telling me about a whole bunch of things that are complete BS that have been going around the internet, like washing your, like there's a thing going on that's saying that if you put salt water and vinegar and you gargle it, that it kills the virus. Is that true?
Right. So there are a lot of false information on the internet right now, and I just want to kind of cut through and go straight facts. So first thing is, if you distance yourself socially from other people, where again, you're not going to isolate yourself. We're all still connecting. Look, we're on Instagram right now, connecting with each other. So the most important part is you're distancing yourself from other people by 6 feet. You're not going to parties, you're not going to bars, you're not going to restaurants, and that's really going to protect you.
So if I go to the supermarket to buy groceries,
right,
and I see somebody near me, I should stay 6 feet away from them. But aren't aisles like really small though?
Right, you're going to try to pass them quickly, so you're not like butted up against each other. And in the line, you have your carts between you, so again, you're 6 feet away from each other.
Okay, cool.
And then you said go in the grocery store. The important thing is like we're keeping our bodies healthy, our minds tuned up, because our immune system works with your mind, your health, and your body. So the whole point is eat well, get a good night's rest, get outside, again, distancing yourself from other people. So you're not in a group of 50 people outside, but you're 6 feet away from everybody else. And you're, again, connecting in a good way and keeping yourself healthy, active, moving around, and actually not getting close to anybody, but you're eating well, you're getting rest, you're getting sleep, you're getting your mind to clear itself, because it's a freaky, stressed out time. And then take a vitamin every day. A good multivitamin's got C, D, B complex. All those things will really help you to help your immune system have, all the right components to fight things off. Keep yourself hydrated. And this is where people have been going crazy, because you keep yourself hydrated, you keep your mucous membranes, your mouth and your nose moist. You don't have to go crazy with vinegar, because vinegar is an astringent and actually burns. So it makes you more likely to get sick, not less.
Whoa.
So there are people, you said, right, you told me last night, there are people who are doing vinegar every 3 hours. That's not the right thing.
There's a thing on the internet saying that the virus lives in your throat and then it goes down to your lungs, and that if you do it every 3 hours, it'll kill it. So you're saying that if you use vinegar, it's going to make you more
actually make you
susceptible
more
to getting a virus.
susceptible. Exactly. And then the other thing is, if you go outside and you're around people who are coughing, and again, you were smart and you stayed away, when you come home, change your clothes, take a shower, rinse your face. You can even put a little saline in your nose, just like a smidge, just to flush out your mucous membranes, because again, keeping them moist, they're going to do their job. So you don't have to do crazy stuff. You're just going to stay healthy that way. Because if your mind, your heart, and your body aren't healthy, they're not going to work right.
Doc, I have a question for you. So, like, if you, I mean, what are like do you know like somewhat of the numbers? Are they really that bad of people dying, or is it?
Unfortunately, the numbers are bad. But again, we're going to get through this because we've already made steps to flatten the curve. And flatten the curve means if we're able to make this epidemic, which is probably going to infect a third to half of us, and the numbers came out today from the CDC epidemiologist that maybe half of us will see it. But here's the difference. If we all go to the hospital now, and again, literally, like the curve goes like this, where we all get exposed to each other, and then we exceed the capacity for the hospitals for intensive cares, we're in trouble. But if we flatten the curve so it spreads over the next few months and then drops, that makes a huge difference because doctors' offices, emergency rooms, intensive cares are all being overwhelmed. And a lot of our materials came from, guess where? China. And their factories have been shut down. So surgery masks, gowns for surgery, all the protective gear we use in the hospital when people have a bad cough, a high fever, and shortness of breath, the people who are most at risk of spreading the disease, all the materials to protect ourselves are limited. So we're trying to ration them out to protect everyone so we can continue protecting all of you.
Question. So does anybody have any questions for the doctor, for Dr. Naziri? Somebody asked, somebody said I'm asthmatic but not old. So is the virus very dangerous for me?
Right. So again, having asthma does very slightly increase your risk of a problem, but it doesn't make you a lot more risky. So the whole point is, as long as you take good care of yourself, you do your normal asthma care, which is, if you know you're allergic to dogs, make sure you take your asthma medicine before you see your dog. You know, if you're really allergic to plants and trees right now, make sure that you don't go outside when it's really windy and cold. Just really common sense things to protect yourself so that you can actually take care of yourself, because that's going to make you less susceptible. If you're over 40, if you're over 60, we're in different age groups because I'm 49. But if you're under 40 and have asthma, your risk is about the same as most of your friends, as long as you're playing it smart. But what I want you to know is
somebody asked, can I do warm salt water gargles?
Warm salt water once in a while, totally fine for flushing out your mucous membranes, as long as it doesn't have anything really what we call, again, astringent, which burns your throat. Nothing that burns your throat, nothing that burns
like
your
lemon.
nose.
Somebody said boiled water and lemon, like that's a no, right?
Boiled water is fine. A little bit of lemon, like a smidge or a pinch is fine. A tiny bit of grapefruit seed extract, oregano, all those things in extract form are fine, but not very strong ones that actually burn and smell strongly. That's not going to help. That's actually going to be counterproductive right now.
We can't. You're blocking the mic.
Oh, sorry. How about now?
No, I can't hear you.
How about now?
Yeah,
Can you hear me better now?
Much
Perfect.
better.
Sorry about that. So, and then that's a really good question. So, it's again
somebody also asked. Sorry. Oh, sorry, Doc. Sorry, Doc.
No. Getting
Somebody
good
wants
vitamins.
to know, is it better to use? Somebody wants to know, is it better to use soap or sanitizer?
Oh, way better to use soap, because it's hard to get sanitizer. Because you've seen my hands; they look like I'm working in a farm because we wash them 100 times a day. At putting on the sanitizer, because all good sanitizer is alcohol based, it dries and burns your skin. So you want to limit that to when you can't wash your hands. Washing your hands is way more effective.
Somebody said they're really worried about their mom because their mom is diabetic. Is her mom more susceptible?
Yes. For people who are diabetic, people who have chronic medical diseases like emphysema, diabetes, if you've had cancer, if you're on chemotherapy, if you have an immune deficiency or one of those autoimmune illnesses like lupus, Crohn's, all those make you more susceptible because your body's busy fighting itself and not other infections as well. Those are the people who have to be most cautious during this time.
Somebody said, is drinking vodka helpful?
That's again, in moderation, everything is helpful for keeping your mind, your heart, and your spirit fine. But again, drinking alcohol right now is not going to help. If you want to celebrate and enjoy, it's totally fine. But basically,
somebody asked, what's the best kind of soap to use? Any kind, right?
Any good soap that's out there on the market, especially if it's an antibacterial soap, is going to kill most things. But again, the problem is those things dry out your skin if you do too much.
Somebody just asked, does it affect you if you have anxiety?
No. What's happening right now, and the reason we're having this conversation, is that everyone's having tremendous anxiety about having coronavirus, when in reality what's happening is most people don't have a cough, a fever, and shortness of breath. Anxiety, all of us are having anxiety. I'm a parent, I'm a child. So I got parents who are almost 80, and I got a kid who's 7. So we're all worried about everybody. We're all operating under different circumstances at normal, and we're very, very social people. So it's normal to be feeling anxious. That just means reach out to your friends, reach out to your community of friends and people who are your people. If you have a therapist, reach out to your therapist. But that's not likely to be the coronavirus.
Somebody asked, I know you just answered this, but somebody said, my dad is 53 and he has a special kind of leukemia. Does he have to watch out more? Yeah, I'm guessing yes.
100%. That's exactly who has to watch out. And that person has to watch out for her dad not to be out, not to be partying, not to be in big groups, because that's what the Surgeon General asked yesterday. We need your generation because you guys are our future, but you also are less likely to feel super sick when you get it. You feel like a bad flu unless you end up in the hospital. And that's why we need your help to keep all of us and all of our parents safe.
Doctor, somebody said, Fluffy Bunny 313 just said, my son works at Walmart and we are really worried. Will he get it? What can we do to be safe?
It's very unlikely because Walmart is the largest private employer in the country, and they have a requirement that if you're sick, they're going to pay you for sick time. Every employer in America is saying, if you're sick, please don't come in. Please don't worry about your sick time. Worry about your friends, your coworkers, your neighbors. Take care of them. And those companies have been really good about limiting exposure to other sick people. Because you're not really necessarily that contagious. You're potentially contagious before you know you have it. But unless you're coughing, have a fever, have shortness of breath, and I mean like a fever where you feel like you got hit by a bus, it's very unlikely that you're that contagious.
Got it. One last, maybe just a couple more questions. Cole_Lee99 wrote, my grandfather has cancer. Should I keep away or can I still see him with masks and gloves and stuff?
So for right now, if she's been around other people in the last 14 days, stay away from him. If she sees him, wear a mask, because masks don't protect the person wearing the mask. They protect everybody else. Because that's why in surgery, when I'm operating on people, I wear a mask to protect the people I'm operating on. And that's the whole point, is that you wear a mask, you wear gloves, you wash your hands before you see your grandfather, but for the next few days, stay away.
Somebody wrote this, oh gosh, my mom's friend has the coronavirus, what do I do?
Right, so number one, quarantine.
Stay away.
Yeah, quarantine and stay away. That's the smartest play. That's why we're in this circumstance of social distancing right now. Thank you so much, Bebe. You've been amazing.
Thank you, Dr. Naziri. Thank you so much I'm going to keep this on my live, on my stories so people can watch this back. So basically, keep your mind right.
Mm-hmm.
That can affect you. Wash your hands. Dish soap is better. Stay away from anybody that's sick. At least for 14 days, seeing nobody else.
Right.
And thank you so much for for doing this. Maybe we could do this again. One
I
last
would
question,
love to.
Dr. Naziri. I have a question for you, real quick.
Yes.
I get nervous food shopping, like touching the. I know it sounds crazy, like OCD.
No. No.
But I get scared food shopping, like when I like touch, like, because like the fruit, like the oranges or things that people are touching. God forbid they cough.
Right.
Like, is it silly to like put them in, like, wash your oranges in hot water? That's what I've been doing.
No. There's actually a bunch of washes. So the best thing that cleans is actually lemon juice or citrus juice. So there's a product called Veggie Wash that we use, because that's a really good question. So anything with the skin, you peel. But anything else that you can't peel the skin, like if you're going to eat an apple, we use Veggie Wash. It's lemon based
If I
and it's
can't find
natural.
it, what do I do? Just squeeze some lemon into hot water and just put the fruit
Exactly.
in there?
Squeeze lemon, hot water, and just a tiny bit of soap in there so it doesn't leave a residue.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Naziri, so much. Thank you.
All right, my pleasure. Great to see you, Bebe.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks. I hope he made you guys feel a little bit better. He's awesome, and I love you guys so much. I know Miley's going on soon, so I'm going to watch that. Bye.